You are welcome to this special business class. How are you doing? Hope you're doing really great. In the next few minutes, I'm going to be sharing a little known business blueprint with you that completely changed my life years ago. When I say completely changed my life, I really mean it, and I'm talking as far back as 2010. As you are going to see, this business blueprint is one of the fastest ways to create an online business that makes anything from 400k to 2.5 million naira a month or more without huge capital. Right now, you might be in a situation where you are not earning enough money and where you are struggling to buy the things you want. But by the time you study this business blueprint and launch it, your income could easily jump up to as much as 500,000 naira or more in a month. That's how powerful this business blueprint can be if you follow the guidelines I will be showing you. And by the way, this business is not based on a one-time thing that will fizzle out. Instead, this business blueprint is evergreen and it is going to continue to work for as long as our world keeps developing. The business blueprint is also simple to apply. I said it is simple because if you follow the blueprint I'm going to share with you in this class, you too will begin to get amazing results like many of my students. And another reason why I use this business blueprint a lot and also recommend it to others is because it does not require a lot of capital to push it like most businesses. For instance, the first time I made 600,000 naira in a month was back in August 2011 when I was staying in Abuja. I began a little business with just 32,000 naira, and by the end of that month, you won't believe it, I had already made 600,000 naira, all thanks to this business blueprint. Fast forward again to like 2012 when I had to raise an extra 3.2 million to start my sports betting business. I used this exact business blueprint again and it helped me to get the money within that period of time. With that said, one of the fastest ways for any serious person to create online business is to create extra income that make anything from 400k to 2.5 million naira a month without any huge capital is by using this business blueprint that I'm going to be talking about in this video. I know this sounds like mere talk, but as you continue with me in this class, I'm going to be showing you some case studies and I'm going to be showing you real life proofs that will blow your mind. What you are seeing right now are proofs from a recent campaign that did 3.8 million naira in about 2 months. As you can see right here, this is from my email address. You can see my name right here at the top right hand corner, and this is another one, and here's another one, and here is another one. As a matter of fact, I will be using this exact same campaign, this exact campaign that made 3.8 million naira. I'm going to be using as a case study for you later on in this class. Before we go into the main class, however, there are 4 important things I would like to share with you for background purposes. Here is the first thing. There is money everywhere if you know where to look. I found out that one of the biggest challenges I usually have with people when I discuss money making opportunities like this is that they find it hard to see the money, and that is mainly because they've been exposed to a lot of lack and poverty for so long. I believe you are watching this video because you are different, and that is why I am telling you this. There is actually a lot of money around. I won't put a figure to what I mean by a lot of money because it is relative depending on what a lot of money means to you. There was a time when a lot of money to me was 1 million naira a month. And when I achieved that, I actually found out that 1 million naira a month was little. These days, a lot of money to me starts with 100 million naira a month. And maybe that's because I am not making up to that at the moment, but I know I'm going to get to it. I'm saying all this because if you do not believe that there is a lot of money out there waiting for you, it's going to limit your ideas. and it's going to limit your ability to move the money into your pocket. In my case, I had to move away from my hometown where I was staying in order to expose myself to more prosperity out there. First, back in 2010, I moved to Abuja, and later on I moved to Lagos in 2011. One of the ways to discover where money is outside there is via this class that you are going through at this moment. So please pay attention. The second thing I want to share with you is this. There is a lot of money to be made online if you are open and ready to learn. Apart from just knowing that there is money everywhere, another important thing you have to know is the fact that you can make a lot of money online. That is if you are open to learn, and that is if you are ready to take action. Actually, I believe it's far easier to get rich online in today's world than any other means, especially for people who don't have millions to use as capital when starting a business. But you will only be able to make the money if you are willing to learn and apply what you are learning. Unfortunately, these are two things that people are always shying away from. First, when it comes to investing their time and money in learning, many people prefer to waste their time on activities like watching TV programs that don't put a dime in their pockets, or they spend money on things that don't increase their earning capacity, and then eventually they blame the fact that they are broke on either Buhari or the economy. I'm not saying the economy is good, but the truth is that while you and I can't control the Nigerian economy, we can control what happens to our personal economy, and that should be our priority. And one way for us to all do that, and one way for you to do that, is by investing more time and money in things that will increase your income. The third thing I want to share with you here is have a goal in mind. Always have a goal in mind that is going to motivate you, that is going to push you. Here is another strategy of mine that I often use anytime I want to start a business so that I can push myself to work. I do that because we as human beings usually end up procrastinating even when we know what we are supposed to do. Let me explain. Before I start a new business, I will often set a goal of certain things that I want to achieve from the business, and I usually try to make the goals luxurious. For instance, there was a time when I set a goal for myself to buy a new Honda Pilot when I start the business I wanted to start. I believe you should do the same thing too. Let me explain to you how it works. First, you state how much you want to make from your new business by a particular date, by a deadline. E.g., you can say, I want to make 3 million naira from this new business in 60 days time. Next, you should come up with at least one luxurious treat that you will give yourself when you achieve that goal. Depending on how much money you are looking to make, that treat could be maybe a wristwatch, it can be a vacation, it can be a car, it can be a new land, it depends on you. But whatever you are treating yourself to should be something that will improve your value and self-esteem. For instance, you can say, I will treat myself to a 5-day vacation in Dubai, and I think that should cost around 600,000 naira or so. When you vacation in places like Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Paris, these things have a way of reprogramming your mind and letting you see that there is so much money out there and that there is money is good, and it also opens your mind to various ideas. Here is another way to apply this strategy. What you can do is that you can figure out how much money you need to live a good life on a daily basis, and then set a goal to create businesses that will supply all the money you need on a daily basis. You know, it's like having a big cake and then cutting the cake into bits and pieces so that you can eat it one at a time without choking yourself. So the very first thing you do is this. You have a list of everything you spend money on daily. There are some things that are not daily, maybe like school fees for kids or your rent. But what you do is that you take the annual sum and then you divide it by 365 to get the amount you are going to be needing on a daily basis. What you are saying now is what used to be my list about 6 years ago. But let me use it as an example. So let's even say this is actually your own expense list. As you can see right here, accommodation in Lekki, 1.5 million naira per year. If you break that down, it boils down to 4,200 naira daily. A Toyota Camry, 2 million, 5,480 daily. Food and domestics, wardrobe allowance, internet connection, fuel, books, DSTV, and then of course there is an anonymous just to cover other expenses. When you add all of these things together, it amounts to 19,680 naira daily. So basically what this means is that you have to be making approximately 20,000 naira per day to live this kind of lifestyle, which means all you have to do is to create 1 or 2 online businesses that brings in a total of 20,000 naira in profits per day. 20,000 naira per day is 600,000 naira in a month. And who knows, your own target may be to create businesses that make 5k per day or 50k per day or even 200k per day. All of these are very doable with this blueprint that I'm about to show to you. I have mentioned this earlier, but I need to state it again. You do not need a lot of capital to start putting this business blueprint to work. In many instances, you can get your business rolling with as little as 20,000 naira. And that is because you only need a few tools to kickstart the business. There are many times when I began a new business with this blueprint with just 32,000 naira. Compare this amount to the huge sums of amounts like 3 million, 5 million, 10 million that most people need to start a business that is not even sure to work in many cases. So how exactly do you put this business blueprint to use? This business blueprint consists of just 7 steps. Just 7 steps. And I'm going to be giving you all the 7 steps to you in a minute. But again, before that, I think it is important that I tell you a few things about myself in case you have never heard of me before. And that is because everywhere you go to online today, we all know we see so many broke people who have never made a dime online, yet they claim they want to teach you how to make money, how to do something they've not been able to do for themselves. So let me just talk about myself right now a little bit. You already know my name, but for the sake of repetition, my name is Tony Yomotosho, and I'm a 34-year-old guy. What you are seeing right now is a picture of myself and Akin Alabi. Akin Alabi is the CEO and founder of NairaBet, and this was way back in 2012 when I moved to Lagos from Abuja. It was his birthday, and he decided to celebrate it on a boat cruise in Lekki, which was really exciting. After this experience, I decided to move to Lekki too as well, from the Lagos mainland where I was staying at that moment. Back in 2008, I officially started my first online business from a cyber cafe. But the business was only able to make about 2k to 4k in a month. I could have made far more money than that, but I had no mentor to guide me. I had no mentor, I had nobody to guide me. I started the business based on the little information I got from free ebooks online and free articles online. But I knew there was gold online, so I refused to give up. I kept working and working, and eventually it paid off. Because from January 2009, the minimum amount of money I was able to make in a month from my online business was 200,000 naira. Which I often end up spending all of it anyway, because I was young and excited to be making all of that money. Eventually, I decided to move to Abuja in 2010 because number one, I wanted to have access to faster internet connection, and because I wanted to be closer to people with money. Having access to faster internet connection in Abuja allowed me to access some training videos that helped me to sharpen this business blueprint, and as a result, it led me to making my first 600,000 naira in a month. After spending about 8 months in Abuja, I moved to Lagos so I could be closer to my friends and mentors. In late 2012, I wanted to start a sports betting business which required a lot of money at the time. The company that wanted to set up the website for me gave me a discount, only if I paid them in full within 30 days. I put together all the money I had, but I was still short of 3.2 million naira. So what did I do? Well, I actually sat down to create an entirely new online business with the same blueprint I'm going to show you in this video. And I was able to make that money within 30 days. That tells you how powerful this business blueprint is. But make no mistake, between then and now, I have invested a lot of money in several books, courses, training programs that allowed me to sharpen my money-making skills. As a result, I'm able to make far more money than then, but the part I like most is actually when I share my business strategies with people who put them to use and use them to change their own lives. That is why people say things like this about me. For instance, what you are seeing right now is from a guy who used to be one of my students, who is now actually a big boy. His name is Adetunji Bolagade. He said, respect to Satonya Motosha, one of the few mentors who held my hand while I was trying to walk up the ladder of online money making. Words can't express my gratitude to this great mind, forever indebted to you. That's him over there. You can see him in his house with his Hummer Jeep. And of course, this is another great guy. His name is Patrick Ogidi. And you can see what he's saying right here. Most times people ask me, what does it take to build a thriving online business? I always reply with these lines: get a mentor who is worth his onions and who practices what he preaches. One of such real mentors, as far as I know, is Tony Motosha. And then of course, this is another student of mine who has now gone on to make a lot of money. And then this is a Facebook post that I saw the other day from my friend. He's saying Tony Motosha is a boss. And then there are all these people who are just, commenting on it. And here is somebody who actually is one of my students too. He says, Daily Trust newspaper, May 16, 2014, page 28 testifies that Tony Yamotaka is a boss, mentor, teacher with good customers, relationship, and service. With that being said, let's move on. I have some house rules you need to know about before I continue. Number 1, I want you to get rid of all distractions around you and pay full attention to this class that is about to start, because a lot depends on it. So if you have your phone and it's going to be disturbing you, or if you have people around you that are going to be disturbing you, I need you to get rid of all those distractions. Secondly, you need to know that I hate anything that resembles or supports a get-rich-quick mentality. So if you are looking for some kind of do-nothing type of business that will just magically pump money into your accounts and make you rich, oh, I'm sorry to say that you will certainly not find that here. Not anywhere else for that matter, because there is no such thing. And thirdly, I hate gimmicks. I hate gimmicks. If you think I'm going to show you some magic software that scrapes people's emails off their websites or anything that looks like that, you are going to be disappointed, because I absolutely detest that type of thing and people who use them. What I'm going to show you today is a real life business, a real business. And a real business requires real work, and it provides real value for people and customers. And very important, you need to know this. Here's a disclaimer: my results are not typical. My results are not typical. While I can teach you what I have done to build several businesses and essentially give you the roadmap, what you do with it and the results that you get are completely up to you. While I hope that you surpass my levels of success, as a handful of my students actually have done, I'm not going to suggest or claim that you're going to make a dime. And that is because most people who buy training courses on how to build a business never actually do anything. It is just like all these fat people who buy a treadmill and never use it. They want the end result. They want to lose weight. They want to be slim. But at the end of the day, they are simply not willing to put in the time or work to make it happen. I know many people will hate this plain truth, but if you are still with me, that means you are serious. So let's get to work. Like I said before, this business blueprint is made up of 7 simple steps. I'm going to walk you through each of the 7 steps, and in order for you to really understand this, I'm also going to be explaining it using a real life example, a real life campaign that brought in 700,000 naira within 5 days. Now, how cool is that? 700k within 5 days. After that, I'm going to show you 2 other case studies as well. So let's get down to it. This business system is actually about selling solutions. Selling solutions to specific desperate problems that people have using well-positioned short reports. That is what this business system is actually about. I want you to notice these phrases below. Number 1, selling solutions, specific desperate problems, well-positioned, and of course, short reports. It is highly important that all the 4 elements above have to be in place for this system to work. So let me quickly explain them again, one after the other. Number 1, selling solutions. By now, I believe you already know that all money is made by selling something. However, in this case, what we want to do is we want to focus on selling solutions only. And not just any type of solutions. What we want to focus on is we want to focus on solutions that provide information about a specific desperate problem that people are having. The 2 keywords here are specific and desperate. In order for you to sell a solution, there has to be a problem. But in this case, we are not just looking for people with problems. We are looking for people who want a desperate solution to their problems. And not just desperate alone. What we want to focus on is we want to focus on specific problems so that we can provide specific solutions for them. Here is what I mean by specific. If someone says my marriage is dying, that is not a specific problem because many things can be the cause of a dying marriage. But when someone says my marriage is dying because I'm having weak erection problems, now we have a specific problem that we can create a solution to. Also, instead of creating a report on general weight loss, for instance, we will be creating a report that solves a specific problem that people who want to lose weight have. Which is, we can create a report on something like Nigerian foods you can eat to help you burn belly fat. What about desperate? That means the person affected wants a solution to it right now. Let me explain with a perfect example. Let's say you begin to see rats in your house, maybe once in a while, you see them run by or eat something in your dustbin. That's a problem, right? But at this stage, it is not really a desperate problem because you are not even motivated to find a solution. Then one day, someone gives you a pair of Gucci shoes worth 250k as a gift. You are happy. You put those Gucci shoes in your wardrobe, planning to rock them for your next outing. Only for you to come back to the house one day and you found out that the rats have eaten the shoe and made it useless. What do you think your reaction is going to be by then? Now you are motivated and you are going to go all out to buy anything to kill those rats, right? That is what desperate means. The next thing is well positioned. The solutions we are providing has to be well positioned. What do I mean? For every problem that people are facing, There are thousands of articles and videos online on Google that provide solutions to these things. This is what I mean. You can go on Google right now and type in how to solve weak erection problems, and you will get thousands of articles on the topic. So if you want to create a product that says how to solve weak erection problems without adding any positioning, people might not buy it. I'm going to explain more about this later on. And finally, with this system, we are only dealing with a short report. The kind of product we are going to be selling is in form of a short report. Why? Well, there are many types of products you can sell online when it has to do with providing solutions. For instance, you can sell videos, you can sell audios, you can sell coaching programs, you can sell memberships and all that. But what we are doing right here is we are trying to keep things simple and fast. And that is why we just want to focus on creating short reports. What do I mean by short reports? We are talking about reports that are between 3 pages to 50 pages in PDF format. And yes, I said 3 pages because some few weeks ago I purchased a 3-page report on a very specific issue I'm having, and I purchased that report for 3,500 naira, and I was happy with the report. Then short reports are fast and simple to create, as you're gonna see, and you do not need any special skill or any special set of tools for you to create these reports. All you need is the Microsoft Word on your computer, or another software you can use is called OpenOffice that you can download online at openoffice.org/download. With that said, let me share the 7 steps you need to make this system produce cash for you. The faster you can apply these 7 steps, the faster you can make money with them. Again, remember to always keep things simple. Don't make things too complicated. Don't make things too complicated. Keep things simple. Just focus on the 4 elements I shared before and the 7 steps I'm going to share with you right now. And as I share each step, I'm going to be sharing with you how I applied it into the campaign that made 700,000 naira in 5 days. Step 1 is this. Start by picking a big, hot market. What do I mean? If you want to create a business that is most likely to make money, the best place to start from is to pick a market that has the potential to make you money. What I mean by market? A market is actually a group of people with a problem. And how do you know such markets that are hot? It is simple. Just focus on markets that people already spend money on daily. Or just pick from the list below. For instance, there are sexual issues, people who have issues with sexual issues, either men or women, dating, parenting, health, weight loss and fitness, cooking and recipes, travel, marriage, investing, beauty and fashion, business or making money, or internet marketing. And the good thing is, each of these big markets can still be broken down to small markets. For instance, under health, there are various health issues: fibroid, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart problems, and all of that. Or under business and making money, you can have importation, you can have crypto marketing, you can have network marketing, you can have blogging, you can have forex trading, and so on and so forth. In my own case, for the 700k campaign, this is what I did. I simply picked the sexual problems market. Why? Number 1, that market is a hot market, because everywhere you go, you are going to see adverts about it. And I also know that it is a desperate issue. If you are not married, you might think it is not desperate. But if you are married, you will know it isn't. Another good thing about markets like this is that they are easy to research online because there is just so much information about it anywhere you go. Secondly, I chose this market of sexual issues because I already know a lot about this type of issues. So, step 2 is this. Once you've picked that market, you have to pick out a problem in that market. Again, once you have picked any of the markets listed above, or anyone you are able to come up with, the next thing is to find at least one serious problem that the market has. And how do you do that? You do so by using what I call my problem ideas table. This is how it works. Once you've picked a big hot market, you have to brainstorm and make a list of all the various pains, all the various problems that people are facing and eagerly want a solution to. For instance, here is what the table looks like for the women market. So as you can see right here, on the left hand side you have pains and problems, on the right hand side you have solutions and desires. So for women now, if I were to do this, I will ask myself, okay, what problems do women have that they want to solve? What pains do they have that they want to solve? And here is a list: stretch marks, unwanted spots on face, small breasts, and on belly fat, and on and on and on like that. Here is how I applied this. Even though I know that so many people are having issues with sexual problems, I have to boil it down to one of the top problems people are actually having issues with. And the problem I chose was one that affects a lot of men, and that is the problem of weak erections. I decided to pick a market of sexual issues, and under sexual issues, I decided to focus on creating a solution for men who are having problems with weak erections. I think you are following me, right? Good. Now, step 3. Create a report that provides a specific solution to the specific problem that you just chose. In my own case, all I did was to write a simple short report that provided a specific solution to the problem of weak erections. The report was just about 18 pages and it was titled The 15 Minutes Erection Booster. The content was about how 3 15-minute exercises and or things that you can do can help you overcome weak erections. Initially, I priced the report at $1,750 just to see how people are going to respond to it, but later on I added a bonus and also increased the price to 2,500 naira. And guess what? It only took me about 60 minutes to create the report with Microsoft Word. After that, I spent another 20 minutes to edit the report, and finally I converted it to PDF with the same Microsoft Word. Can you see how simple this is? Now, step 4 is you create a pre-sale page. And now we are beginning to move towards selling it. So pay more special attention right here. Here is where the main job of marketing starts. It is important that you give your report a solid title to start with. Very, very important. But after that, you now have to create what I call a pre-sale page. A pre-sale page is simply a web page with an article on it. I'm going to show you examples later on, so just don't worry. It is the article on the page itself that matters, not the page. We are not talking about any type of article here. This article is an article that motivates the reader to do something about their problem. There are many ways to create pre-sale content, but a simple and effective method to do it is by creating content in form of news or story that talks about the repercussion of the problem the person has. For instance, if I wanted to sell a short report on 7 special Nigerian recipes that help to burn belly fat, I could use a pre-sale in form of a piece of story or news that talks about how a woman's 3-year-old daughter asked her mommy and she said, "Mom, are you pregnant again?" And that is because of the belly fat. In the case of my weak erection report, what I did was I simply created a pre-sale article that talked about why women shit. If you think about it, one of the reasons why women shit is because of sexual insatisfaction. And in this pre-sale article, I simply told the story about a very successful website with millions of members where married people go to in order to find shitting partners. If you happen to be a married man and you read such, you will begin to think about fixing your own problems to avoid stories that touch. And at the end of the article, at the end of the pre-sale article, I included a link to what is called an opt-in page. An opt-in page is where people who really needed my information could self-identify themselves by submitting their name, their email address, and phone number. Step 5 now is create an opt-in page. So here I created an opt-in page. This opt-in page is a page that I use to sift out people who do not want the information, and I use it to attract people who really want my product. With an opt-in page, most people will leave, and that is good. We don't want people who don't really want what we have to offer. Ideally, about 75% of people will leave, but about 25% too will opt in because they are really interested. Here is an example of a simple opt-in page. This opt-in page is just plain and simple. An opt-in page is usually made up of 3 things. Number 1, a headline. In your headline for this system, you don't want to promise anything free because people are not opting in here for a free report. They are opting in to get more details about the product you are selling. So basically you will use something like this. You are about to get access to 3 simple activities that guarantee frequent hard erections even at age 67. That example was for my report. Then for the opt-in page, you're going to need an opt-in form which you typically get from an autoresponder. And then of course you have to lay out the page. It is not a must that the opt-in page should be on a different page. It can also be on the same page as the pre-sale article you wrote. But I usually prefer that the opt-in page is on a different page because it works better for me. Here is my opt-in page for the weak erection product. The next step is to create a sales page to sell the product at an affordable price. A sales page is actually a page that provides details about the product and how it will help the buyer and how they can buy it. Basically, the page contains what is called the marketing message or sales copy. Since we are selling a short report that is very affordable, you do not need to be an expert copywriter in order to sell your report. All you have to do is to follow a simple formula to create your own sales copy. I'm going to be showing you my sample sales copy very soon. But first, let me show you the formula for creating a powerful sales copy. It goes like this. You start with a compelling headline, and then you introduce the problem, and then you introduce the product, and you talk about what the product will do for the prospects, and talk about why your own product is different. This is where the whole positioning thing comes in. You talk about why your product is different, and then you provide proof that the product works, and then you talk about why the price is affordable, and then you tell them how they can buy the reports. Let me quickly talk about pricing your reports. It is important that you do not price your products lower than $3,750. Back in 2014, when I was selling that report that I told you about, I priced the report for $2,500 and I still made good money with it. But that was because the dollar to naira rate then was about 170. These days, the rate is now about 365 naira to a dollar. So if you price your products for like 2,500 naira, like I did back then, it might be hard for you to get any profits. You can begin to test prices from 3,750, which I think is a hot price, and above. As a matter of fact, you can even price your product for maybe 7,000 or 10,000, depending on how valuable the report is. For instance, one of my students in my mentorship group even priced her report for 10,000 naira, and according to her, people are buying it already. You can see her right here. Her name is Chichi. So you can do the same thing. What you are looking at right here is part of the sales copy that I use to sell the week erection reports. I simply use this headline to start the sales message that eventually sold this product for 2,500 naira. As you can see, there is a headline, then I'm introducing the problem right here, and in the other parts, I began to talk about the solution and why it works and all that. Once you've completed the sales page, the next thing you do is step 7. Step 7 is where you now begin to run Facebook adverts to get what I call low cost traffic. For this income blueprint to actually work, I prefer using Facebook as the main traffic generation. That is because Facebook has a lot of traffic and you don't have to invest an arm and a leg to start your business, to start running your adverts. I actually started the campaign for the week erection stuff with just $20 per day. But then later on, of course, I increased it. In order to make this blueprint work, it's highly important that you run Facebook ads that cost you very little. And there is a formula to doing so. There is a formula to running Facebook advert that costs very little. And here is just a summary of what the formula looks like. Number 1, you target people who are most likely to respond to your advert. So if you have a report, for instance, that is talking about how to take care of your baby, you are going to target it towards women who are married, right? In this campaign, I only targeted married men on Facebook who are between the ages of 25 and 55. I'm talking about the campaign for the week correction reports. Next, the purpose of your ad should be to get people to click on it and then go and read the pre-sale article. And we are doing this because people resist adverts, but they like reading news and stories. So the click-through rate on your advert will be very high as a result. Many people are going to be clicking on your adverts. And finally, you should use an image that gets attention. An image that gets attention is highly important for this to work. Let me show you how I apply these things in the Facebook advert that I used. The Facebook advert redirects people to the pre-sale article I created. As you can see right here, this is the Facebook ad. It says, "Why women cheat, what every married man should know." Click the pics below for full article. And you can see this image right here that gets attention. And here, this is what the entire funnel looks like. Facebook ads leads to a pre-sale article, leads to an opt-in, and then leads to the sales page. Simple. An additional step that you may now add here is to include about 7 follow-up email series. Here is what each email should say. Email number 1 is where you introduce yourself and redirect them to the sales page that they opted in to see. And in email number 2, you tackle one of the objections why they might not buy. For instance, now if you know that people might not buy because of the price, then you can talk about it in that email. Then in email number 3, you can talk about an emotional story. And this story might be your own story, or it might be the story of a third person. And in email number 4, you can offer an additional bonus. And in email number 5, you can tackle another objection. And in email number 6, you can talk about the real truth about X. In this case, X can be the problem or the topic of your report. So in this case now, you can say the real truth about weak erections, and then you can talk about it. And then in email number 7, we tackle another objection why they might not buy. Altogether, when you actually add these 7 follow-up emails, these emails are going to increase the number of people who are buying your report. From my experience, I see about 60% increase in sales when I use these 7 follow-up emails. For the campaign I'm talking about, eventually, here is how the statistics worked out. I spent about 43,000 naira on Facebook ads, which was about $250 based on exchange rates then. That 43,000 naira produced about 18,109 clicks. Like you can see right here, 18,109 clicks to the pre-sale page, as you can see in the image I just showed you now. Out of these 18,109 people who went to read the pre-sale article, about 11,526 people, as you can see in this image, clicked through to the opt-in page because I was tracking them with goo.gl. goo.gl is a free tracking service that anyone can use. Just go to www.goo.gl. Out of these 11,526 people who clicked through from the pre-sale page to the opt-in page, only about 2,221 people opted in. So you can see right here that's what Facebook refers to as leads in this image you are looking at. And out of these 2,221 people that opted in, I got about 328 sales at 2,500 naira per sale. But the thing is, I began to sell the reports at 1,270 naira. So eventually, total income for the first 5 days amounted to 755,000 naira. And by the time you remove the 43k that I spent on adverts, it leaves me with a profit of 712,000 naira. Now just think about that. Which other business do you know of, either online or offline, where you can invest 43,000 naira and have 700,000 in 5 days? And that is not even all. Here is the cool part. When you follow this process, by now you are going to have a list of people that you can sell other things to. And that is where the real money is. What I mean by a list of people is, all these people who actually opted in via your opt-in page, people who submitted their name, their emails, their phone numbers, they are now in your list. They are people that you can now communicate with. In my own case, many of the people who bought or did not buy the first short report I promoted on weak erections later on bought so many other reports and products from me. For instance, they bought products on sexual enhancement and they bought other reports on sexual enhancement too as well. These products that you sell after the first purchase are what is called backends, and that is where the real money is. For instance, in my own case, about this campaign, one of the products that I promoted to people after they bought my reports on sexual enhancement is a supplement that I promote as an affiliate. And each time people bought the supplement, those companies will send me an email. Is my email, you can see Oluwatoyin right here at the top. They'll send me an email each time someone I referred paid for the supplement which is why I wake up to emails like this. Again, here are the 7 steps of this blueprint. Let's just do a recap. This is like a recap now. 1, you pick a market. 2, you pick out a problem in that market which must be something people desperately want to solve. 3, you write a simple report that provides a specific solution to that problem. And number 4, you create a pre-sale article. Number 5, you create an opt-in page. Number 6, you create a sales page to sell the product and make it affordable. Number 7, you run Facebook adverts. And then of course there is an additional option there, which is to create follow-up emails. At this point you might be thinking, but this 700k campaign that I just talked about was in 2014. I only used this 700k in 5 days campaign to let you see how simple this blueprint is and what is possible when you apply it. But just in case you are a Thomas, let me quickly share another campaign with you that was based on this same business blueprint. As a matter of fact, this campaign I want to share with you started in December 2017, and by January 31st, 2018, it had brought in 3.8 million naira. And out of that 3.8 million naira, 3.5 million was pure profits. So let me show you details about the campaign. The product that was being sold here is a 42-page report that shares a unique formula for running effective adverts on Facebook. I actually wrote the report within a day. Initially, I priced it for 5,000 naira, but after the first 50 sales, I decided to add more contents to it, and then I increased the price to 7,500 naira. The campaign also follows this simple funnel: Facebook ad, pre-sale, opt-in, and of course a sales letter. Let me show you each part of the campaign. Let's start with the Facebook adverts. What you're looking at is one of the Facebook adverts I used for this campaign. There are others, but this is the one that performed the most. As you can see right here, that is my name, and the advert says if you have an online business and you are not advertising on Facebook, it is either you have too much customers or you are not aware of how Facebook advertising can transform your business. And then of course there is this image right here, and then they can actually click on this to go to the pre-sale. In this case, the pre-sale I used happens to be a case study, because you can use something like this too. I used the case study as the pre-sale article in this case. The case study was posted on my blog, Letters from Tony Yomoto Show, which is where people were redirected once they click on the Facebook advert. Are you following me? People click on the Facebook advert and then they get redirected to this blog where I have the pre-sale article. At the end of this article, at the end of this case study, I added a link that took people who wanted more information about the formula to my opt-in page. So that's what you are seeing right here. Once they read the article, they will click on this link, and this link leads them to my opt-in page. This is a simple opt-in page I used for the campaign. Simple opt-in page that just says the 5-step Facebook advert creation formula that produces quality clicks at lower costs. As you can see right here, it says new from 7-star courses. If you are running Facebook adverts without this 5-step formula, you are wasting a lot of money, and that has to stop now. Enter your name and email to continue. And that was the opt-in page. And finally, here is a sales page that sold the product. I can't fit everything in here, but of course you can see the beginning. As you can see, there are only 3 web pages used in this campaign that brought in 528 customers and 3.8 million naira within 60 days. And it simply follows this same blueprint that I just shared with you. A Facebook ad leads to a pre-sale. The pre-sale can be a news, can be story, can be case study, can be an interview, and the pre-sale leads to an opt-in page, and then the opt-in page leads to a sales letter for the product. And from there, you can now add other products as backends, where you can sell more reports, you can sell physical products, you can sell supplements, and so many other things. And you can do this too. All you need is a little practice, and you can begin to make far more money in a month than most people make in a year or even 2 years. Here is an action plan you can use to get started once you understand this blueprint. Number 1, you can decide on a market and a problem to work on within 24 hours. Number 2, you can write a report within 5 days, even if you are slow. For instance, if you have to write a 20-page report and you write 4 pages per day, in 5 days you will have your 20-page report. Then 3, spend 1 or 2 days to create the pre-sale article and the opt-in page. 4, spend 2 days on the sales page. 5, start driving traffic and begin to check out the results you are getting. And you can do this in approximately 11 days. That's why I have the 11-day action plan right here. What this means is that once you understand this blueprint, you can get a new business up and running within 11 days. You most likely won't make as much as 700k in 5 days with your first campaign, but that is normal. You are a beginner and you are going to get better at it. The main thing is for you to start it right now. The main thing is for you to get started. At this point, I believe you now have a good idea of how this income blueprint can help you create online businesses that make anything from 400k to 2.5 million naira a month or more without any huge capital. And I also know you probably have questions like, how do I create an opt-in page? How do I write a pre-sale? How do I run effective Facebook adverts? How do I create sales copies that will bring in money? And these are all areas that need in-depth explanation. But believe me, I've got your back. I want to introduce something wonderful to you. It is called the Short Report Income Blueprint, or srib for short. Let me tell you about it. Back in 2014, I created a step-by-step, easy-to-follow program that walks you through how to use this income blueprint to set up a new short report business from scratch, even if you have never sold anything online before. This course is actually made up of 5 modules that show you how to do this with examples that walk you through this step by step. For instance, in the course, you're going to learn easy formulas you can use in coming up with hot topics that will solve for your short reports. You're going to learn how to create fast and quality content for your short reports. You're going to learn how to create marketing messages that sell your short reports. You're going to learn the simple to use outline for creating a winning sales copy for your short report, and you will learn how to add backends and make maximum money from your short report campaigns. And so many other things, how to create your web page, how to add follow-up emails, and all of that. Right now, I have upgraded the course from what it was in 2014, and the normal cost of this course is 15,000 naira, but I am not going to sell it to you. Are you surprised? I'm not going to sell the short reports income blueprint to you. Instead, I am going to give it to you for free. Now, how cool is that? But before I tell you why I'm giving you this short report income blueprint for free, let me quickly tell you about other valuable stuffs I am also going to give you for free. Another program I'm going to give to you for free, if you act very, very fast, if you take action right now, is my Facebook advert course that I created last year. This course is titled Run Facebook Ads Cheaper, and the normal price for the course right now is 15,000 naira. But you are also going to be getting it for free. The main purpose of this Facebook course is to help you get quality results from your Facebook ads at very low cost, which is going to be very helpful to you because, as you can see, one of the factors that makes this business blueprint work effectively is being able to run Facebook adverts for lesser cost. Namely, the Facebook ad shipper training costs 15,000 naira, and that is not the made up price. If you go to 7starcourses.com/u5, you're going to see that the course sells for 15k, but you will be getting it for free. And that's not all. The next thing you're getting for free is a private folder containing valuable letters written by my great mentor who is now late. His name is Gary Halbert. In case you don't know Gary Halbert, he is one of the greatest millionaire makers that ever lived. Many online millionaires today attribute their success to him. Myself and many of my millionaire friends attribute a lot of our success to him too as well. And even though you can get access to all these letters of his on his website, the one I'm sending to you is special. And that is because I have helped you to sort out his letters into 3 batches so that it can be easy for you to sort through them. For instance, the letters in batch A are the core letters where he shared priceless money making secrets. If you had to sort through all the letters on your own on his website, you are going to waste a lot of time to locate these money making letters, which is why I'm going to be giving you my private folder of his letters. The next life-changing program you are going to get is not even about marketing. Instead, this particular program is about something far important than marketing. It is called 28 Days to Reprogramming Yourself to Become a Cash Machine. Why did I say this is important than marketing? Back in 2008, when I was going through a tough time, I found out that the main reason why many people struggle to succeed is not even about information that they have access to. Many people have bought different courses, attended seminars, read books, and yet they still find it hard to succeed. And the main reason is because of their mindset. Most people's minds are programmed to receive little and remain at a small level in life. So when they even step out to invest in books and courses, they still find it hard to escape from that mindset. It has taken me over 10 years to put together the information in this 28-day program, which is designed to help you change your mindset and boost your thinking ability to enable you to attract more prosperity into your life. The price for this program again is 27,000 naira, but I'm also going to give it to you for free. Another thing you're going to get for free are the exact files of the 700k in 5 days campaign I just told you about. And I mean it. You're going to get the full pre-sale article, the Facebook ads, the emails, the sales copy, and even the main report I sold itself. And you can use these things for anything you like. If you plan to sell it, however, I would advise that you edit the contents. But that is still not all I want to give you for free. You are also going to get something that is one of my special weapons for creating adverts that sell. And this is my huge collection of very successful adverts in various markets, from weight loss to fitness to divorce to investing and on and on. And most of the adverts in this file are rare adverts that you have never seen anywhere before. All the adverts in this collection are adverts that were actually successful, bringing in millions of dollars, which is why I actually refer to it as the $16 billion swipe file. With the huge amount of ideas in this swipe file, you will never run out of ideas to use in creating your adverts and sales copies for your short reports or any other product you want to sell online eventually. This swipe file alone is about 500 megabytes in size, and I have only shared this swipe file with only a few people who are close students of mine. If I had to put a price to this particular swipe file, I probably could say 5 million because it is that valuable. But guess what? You are also going to be getting it for free. And next, I'm going to be giving you a video tutorial that shows you how to design the 3 types of web pages you need to apply this income blueprint or to sell online. And this will be done using a simple WordPress plugin. One of the challenges that most people have is putting up their websites. But when you get this video and watch it, all you have to do is follow the video step by step, and you will be able to put up a website for your online business without stress. And you will be able to create the 3 major types of web pages you will need for your online business. These 3 types of web pages are: number 1, the content page, which is what you use to deliver your pre-sale and other type of content. You will learn how you can design your opt-in or your squeeze page, and then you will learn how you can design your sales page. You will also get access to several web page templates that you can simply edit to create your web pages in minutes. And guess what? You are getting all of these too for free. So why exactly am I giving you this short report income blueprint and all of this for free? Why am I doing this? Well, I am making them available to you for free as a way of inviting you to join my new and exclusive mentorship group known as 7-Star Mentorship. Let me tell you about it. From time to time, I receive emails from people who want me to support and guide them as a mentor as regards their online business. Some of these people are into network marketing, some are into selling digital products, some are into mini importation, some are into consulting, some don't even have a business yet. But I've always avoided this because ongoing mentorship and support takes a lot of time and it sucks your energy. But I have finally figured out a way to do this and make it work for myself and people who need this mentorship. The truth is, there is nothing as good as having access to mentors who are experienced and committed to help you progress when you get stuck. One of the reasons why I struggled for years on my own before finally breaking through was because I had no one to guide me. I had no mentor. So I kept jumping, I kept making all sorts of mistakes along the way. Today, I see a lot of people who are like this, and that is why I decided to create this 7-Star Mentorship Program. As a member of the 7-Star Mentorship Program, you will be having access to continuous marketing support and advice from me. And you also will be getting access to other members too that are on the platform, and you'll be learning so many things about growing your online business on either Facebook advertising or other areas of business. My plan is to give you the best personal support I can offer that will help you build any online business successfully. With this mentorship program, you can now get my personal advice and support on a consistent basis from now on. Every person you are going to meet inside this 7-Star Mentorship are serious people who are investing time and money into becoming successful. You won't see a single freebie seeker in this program, in the membership area. As a member of this special mentorship group, here are the things you are going to get. Number 1, you're going to be getting regular marketing advice from me and other experts via our secret group in areas like getting traffic, building out funnels, marketing campaigns that pull in a lot of money, list building, email marketing, and many other things. And secondly, you are also going to be getting a special newsletter or a video per month where I'm going to be sharing what I'm doing or the new things I'm learning in my business so that you too can apply the same thing to your business. For instance, some weeks ago, before recording this video, I worked with a guy to put together a seminar presentation that helped him generate 3 million naira in net profits. In a single day, he made all that money in a single day. As a member of the 7-Star Mentorship Group, you will get a newsletter or video in a month on how I put together campaigns that work effectively like this. 3, you're going to get access to the special tools, the special swipe files, the special materials that I use for my marketing campaigns. And number 4, you are going to get access to interact with other premium paid members of the program. Like I said before, every person you're going to meet on this program are people who paid to be in the program. No freebie seekers. You won't meet a single free member. You're only going to meet serious people. And number 5, you will get access to special online classes, special online webinars where I share various marketing techniques and strategies from time to time. And number 6, you will get a 25% discount on all programs from 7-star courses. What this means is that anytime you are buying any of our products, because you are a member of the 7-star mentorship program, you will be getting a huge 25% discount on 7-star courses products. By now, I know you might be wondering, how much does it cost to join the 7-star mentorship program? Before I tell you the cost of joining the 7-star mentorship program, let me show you an unsolicited feedback from one of our members who thinks the program is worth over 500,000 naira. As you can see right here, he says the 7-star mentorship program is worth over 500,000 naira. I have never seen anything like this before. But will you pay 500k to join? No, far from it. As a matter of fact, the 7-star mentorship program is actually a yearly membership thing. And the cost of joining the program for a year, which is 12 months, is actually 36,000 naira. But you won't be paying that. You won't be paying anything close to that. That is if you sign up today. So if you sign up today, how much are you going to pay to be a part of this 7-star mentorship program and have access to all the benefits and bonuses that I'm giving out? Let me summarize what you are getting again before I tell you how much you're going to be paying. Number 1, you're going to be getting the short reports income blueprint, which is valued at 15k for free. You will get the Run Facebook Ad Shipper training. You will get the Gary Halbert letters. You will get access to the 700k materials. You will get access to a video that shows you how to design your own web pages. You get access to my Reprogram Your Mind course, and you will get access to the 7-star mentorship program for a whole 12 months. If you calculate all of these things, the normal value for you to get all of this will be 128,000 naira. But then you won't even be paying anything close to that. Here is my offer for you. If you join the 7-star mentorship program today, you only need to pay 15,000 naira, which covers you for the next 12 months from the date you pay. Just 15,000 naira only. If you break it down, that is only about 41 naira a day for you to be a member of this program and get all the bonuses and benefits I have listed out for you. If you think 41 naira a day is too expensive for you to get access to all these benefits, well, I actually feel sorry for you. But you will still be getting useful information and guidance from me. It is just that I pay special attention to members of the 7-star mentorship program, and I want you to be a part of them, because these are people who have shown how committed they are. They've shown how serious they are by investing their hard-earned money to sign up for the program. But then you also need to know that this is not a permanent offer. This offer won't be around forever. As a matter of fact, you could check this page tomorrow and the price could have changed to 36,000 naira or more. So would you rather pay 36k for this special privilege, for this special mentorship group, or would you invest just 15,000 naira today and get started. The ball is in your court. But even if everything you get from this 7-star mentorship program is how to run effective Facebook adverts, this one skill alone can make you a lot of millions. Here is how you can join the 7-star mentorship group today and have access to the full short report income blueprint and all the other bonuses that I mentioned before. All you have to do to register and sign up for the 7-star mentorship program is via 2 methods. Method number 1 is instant and is via Paystack. Paystack is a 100% secured payment method that allows you to join the 7-star mentorship program with your ATM card anytime, any day. To join via Paystack, simply click the red button below this video that says, "Yes, I want this." You're going to see a red button below this video. Just click on the button, and when you click on the button, this will take you to the order page where you will be able to choose between Paystack or bank payment, which is the second option. If the red button is not showing to you for any reason, simply enter this URL into your browser. It still leads to the same order page. The URL is 7starcourses.com/join7sm. Again, 7starcourses.com/join7sm. This takes you to the order page where you will be able to choose between Paystack or bank payment. The first option you will see on the order page is Paystack. If you are using this option, please be sure to fill in your name, email, and phone number correctly. Once your payment is successful, you will be redirected to the access page for the 7-star mentorship program, and you can get access to everything, to all the promised bonuses and much more. Method number 2 for payment is via bank payment or bank online transfer. This particular method is for people who do not want to use their ATM card online for any reason. If this person is you, well, this method allows you to join the 7-star mentorship program by making direct payments to our bank via cash, online transfer, ATM transfer, or USSD. If you use this method, we will need to confirm your payment first before you get access, because it is not automatic. So we will need to confirm your payment first before you get access to the 7-star mentorship program. To use this option, also click on the red "Yes, I am in" button that is below this video to get to the order page where you will get our bank account details and full instructions on how to make payments. Or you can simply follow the bank payment details you are looking at right now on the screen. Simply deposit 15K via cash, via online transfer, via USSD to our bank details. Our bank details are: bank name is First Bank, account name is 7-Star Systems Nigeria Limited, account number is 202 68 98 670, 202 68 98 670. And please, after making your payment, send the following information to us at sales@7starcourses.com. We need you to send 7-star mentorship, your full name, and your correct phone number. Once your payment is confirmed, you will get an email or call from my support containing access to the 7-star mentorship program. At this point, let me end this presentation by sharing 2 powerful quotes with you. The first quote says, "Being broke is hard, and becoming wealthy is hard. Choose your heart." Think about it. I share this quote often because many people keep complaining about the economy, but then They see opportunities like this and they do nothing about it. Please don't allow this person to be you. And the next quote is this. It says, the first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. So if you know you are not comfortable with how much money you are making, well, you have to do something different. You have to take that first step towards making more money. Back in 2009, that was when I bought the main program that introduced me to this same short report income blueprint that I just shared with you. The price of the program back then was $97, which should be about $35K. But regardless of that, paying for the program was still very difficult for me. But I figured out a way. I managed to pay for it because I didn't want to remain at the same level. Over the years, I have refined the blueprint and I'm even offering it to you for free right here as part of what you get when you join the 7-Star Mentorship Program. Like I said before, the $15K that you invest in joining the 7-Star Mentorship Program for 12 months is just like 41 Naira a day. And you probably spend more than 41 Naira a day on things that don't even improve your life in any way. But then, again, please remember, this is not an offer that is going to stay here all year. You can come back to this page tomorrow and not be able to join again for 15,000 Naira. So if you are saying this right now, it means right now you can join the 7-Star Mentorship Program for just 15,000 Naira for a whole year. My advice for you is to get in now while you can. And even if you decide that the 7-Star Mentorship Program is not for you, I believe you have gained some valuable information from this video that is going to help your business, that's going to help your income, that's going to help your finance in one way or another. If you have questions, if you have issues, please send an email to support@7starcourses.com and we will try and get back to you within 24 hours. Once again, thanks for going through this class. Thanks for going through this presentation, and I wish you the best in life. Bye.